Welcome to the screen. I'm Ravinger, your Icelandic host for this program, and today I'm going to cover one of the fundamentals of this game: alliances, and especially the start of a new server. The tools available to you if you choose to start a new alliance as the leader, what you can delegate, what to watch out for, and what to focus on. So it's always a good thing to start with a good name. Like, I create the alliance here called Joy, Jaywalkers of Yolk. I mean, it's just random. But don't be too corny, and make a name that says Dragon something or Warrior that. It's most likely been created on another server anyway. So try to be a little creative and not too corny and not too dumb. So the first thing you need to consider when starting a new clan is recruitment and availability of the clan. So to start with, on a new server, I would recommend joining freely, at least for the first couple of days, possibly a week, depending on the frequency of people joining and leaving. And here you can see the applications for those that are applying. If you have it on, requires approval, but it's best to put on join freely and spam invites. Pick off the biggest players, invite them. Please join my alliance, we're awesome, yay. But joining an alliance for other players is going to be about who is helping the most, who is the most active. So you have to remember that. Try to, like in the invites here, you can see they're all on silence, these players. So you want someone who is active, right? So don't go recruiting a lot of silent players. Even if they do join up, they may, be gone for days or longer even. And it won't be of much use to you, because you want, those help requests and people to spam those help requests, especially at the start. So, good thing to have in mind here, that if you have the setting on requires approval and send out an invite, that they still have to apply and you still have to approve them. They won't join automatically. That only happens if you have joined freely. Alright then. So, if you create a new alliance, it's a good thing to advertise in the Kingdom chat. Hey, I got a new alliance here. Come join up. We're all going to be active and happy together. Also, watch the chat. Watch out for toxic players. Watch out for obscene players and players who rub other players the wrong way. You want to have as much cohesion and harmony in your alliance as possible. And if people are rude and don't follow orders and do what they want without asking, you probably want to kick them, regardless of their power. But you have to still, think about it. You need power to grow and all that. So anyway, people in general are attracted by power, so they will most likely join the most powerful alliance or try to join that one first. That's just the rule of thumb. Anyway, so it comes down to member management next. Now the game has several ranks here. You as the leader is the R6 of the clan, and here you can see what kind of delegation you can put into your R5s. The only thing they can't do is create group chats and disband them, and alliance settings, join leagues, and dissolve and transfer alliance leader, and they can't appoint another officer either. So good thing to have in mind. But in essence, R4, 3, 2, 1, there's no difference. I mean, the only thing that you might use it for is distributing rewards after contention of relics or similar events. So you can put people into different groups and give different rewards based on performance, for example. Some people think it's, however, a sign of respect and status, what you put them in, and of course that's true, but what you have to watch out for at the start is don't go promoting and demoting, especially demoting people just on a whim. If you promote someone, just stay with him there. Don't demote them again unless you want them to quit, because people will do that if you demote them for no reason. Also, basing the members' rank on power alone is not a good idea. You want to base it more on activity, friendly people who help other people, and those that want power and like officer power are usually not the ones suited for the job. So be careful with your member management, who you promote, why you promote them, and don't go demoting people. The rule of the thumb I usually use is that I use activity more than anything. So active players go to elites or better, while semi-active players go to members, and the silent ones go to newbies. And newbies get kicked whenever the member limit is reached. So that's another thing as well. As soon as you hit the member limit, try to stay in the member limit. Don't go kicking a lot of people at once. Players will see that as a weakness. So just kick one or two. Always have one or two spots open, no more than that, and replenish. Just move people to newbies if they're silent, new players to elites, semi-active players to members, etc. So whales, of course, you want to try to keep happy as well. Now, donations are very important. You want your players to donate as much technology as possible, so it's a good idea to tell them that please donate, and also tell them to donate gems, especially at the start when gems are a little bit easier to get as you get accomplishments for a lot of things in the game. But tell them also to only donate the gems to where they have to pay 10 gems, because that will still advance the alliance faster than the other alliances, but still keep the gem cost at low. So it's often a good idea once you're up to level like 3 to keep these gatherer technologies low, or these tax technologies low, and don't put them as recommended tech. Use them for people who want to donate 10 gems at a time. You can also, of course, if you want, create smaller alts. You can have up to 2 more alts, including your player, so that's a 3 total, and you can put the alts in and use the gems they generate to donate, and then just kick them out again. Of course, to see the activity, you want the highest activity players to have the best rank. People who talk a lot in chat are good for higher ranks. And be wary of toxic players. There are going to be issues and people leaving because of toxic players, even though if they're powerful. But as a rule of thumb, you always need at least one good whale on your clan to be successful. More the merrier, but if they get toxic, it might be better to cut them loose. So that's all I'm gonna cover for this video. Next I'll talk more about communications and technology, what to focus on, diplomacy, conquest, and such things. So thank you for today. please subscribe to my channel, comment, tell me what you want me to cover, and if it's something specific for the game. Thank you for watching, and happy gaming.